Hi everyone, Carl at Tin Top Racing News and Views. And with the BTCC nearly upon us, not quite nearly enough in some cases, I just wanted to run through the teams really and kind of go through the stories that maybe people have been hearing. So literally I'm going to dive straight into it with the Halford Juassa Racing team dynamics. So Gordon Shedden's gone. Onto pastures new. The new driver, very much a mystery. We've all got our suspicions about who would fill that spot. Tordoff has been mentioned. Rob Huff after his impressive outing last year at Silverstone. Not lots of names. I'm not going to speculate because they'll keep their cards very close to their chest. But you can bet it's going to be a driver that's fairly well known, I'd have thought. Now, obviously, we've also heard that they've sold on the Civics basically to BTC Norlin team. Now, after a little bit of digging, I found it was quite interesting that they've actually still got one shell. It's Matt Neal's 2017 car. So the ones that have gone, it's Gordon Shedden's old car from last year, and also it is Matt Simpson's car. Not the one he used last year, the one he was supposed to use, the one he damaged fairly badly in pre-season testing and had to be reshelled. So they're the two cars that have been sold on to Norlin by the look of it. So they still maintain a shell. What they're going to do with that shell, I don't know. But if we're all expecting that they'll have two new Type R cars, I imagine it'll be kept as a spare. So yeah, so interesting thoughts there. The Subarus, BMR, very secretive, all last minute again. Obviously Sutton already confirmed last year's champion. Plato, we was led to believe from things he said, Autosport International show, that he was on the cusp of signing again, shall we say? Yet to be confirmed, and obviously there's two more seats there if they're running four cars. Again, a big question: are they running four cars? A lot of things fly around about that. A lot of it rumour, unconfirmed, and just idle gossiping in essence. But yeah, will they run four cars? Will they sort of concentrate on two cars, three cars? Who knows? We'll have to find that out in the next month or so. But yeah, there's not really much more to be said about that. The MGs, wow, they've had quite a bit of a journey in the last few months. So, Triple Eight have gone, I guess. I'm not really sure if we'll see the name again. But the two MGs themselves, you'll remember there was three of them, but one's been scrapped after last year. So the two of them left have been sold on to AMD. We're reading today that they have confirmed a driver, got a driver signed for one of those. Also, they've got some backing as well for that from the RCIB and Auto Aid. So exciting things with them. Hopefully they get the development that they need this year, unlike last year. So as the most successful car in the field, it'd be interesting to see what they can do with a bit of development. So yeah, so looking forward to seeing that. Obviously a shame about Triple Eight. Obviously owned by BMR, Warren Scott. Wasn't a massive surprise just to see them kind of moved on. But yeah, WSR, the BMWs. I mean, obviously nice and early. They've got everything sort of sewn up. Three drivers. I mean, obviously they're all the same drivers from last year. Pretty solid scoring team, you've got to say. You've got to think to yourself that they're going to be, odds-on favourite for the teams championship this year. And that car, I guess, it keeps on getting better and better. So it's there's not really much more to say about the BMW team, WSR. fantastic run team by all accounts. Eurotech already confirmed Goff. Not sure who's partnering him yet, but I imagine they're in for a good year this year. I've got to be honest. I mean, Goff was starting to unlock the potential in that car towards the end of last season. Looked promising. Didn't missed out on the independence by not much, it must be said. So be interesting to see what he can do this year. Sicily Motorsport. Now this is an interesting one. Obviously they've recently confirmed Adam Morgan again. No real surprises there. He did say that he had other offers, which I can well believe. But it makes sense really, I think, for him to stay with that car. It's a proven car. But the interesting thing is they've teased that there's big things in the pipeline. Now, again, after looking online at the touring car register and things like that, they have got a third car. They have got a spare car. It's not a new fact. It's not just been built. They've had it for a couple of years now, if not more. But I'm just wondering, are they expanding that team slightly and making it into 3 cars? I wonder. It wouldn't be surprising. And then there's a question of who would they put in that. I know Max Coates' name gets mentioned a lot with that prospect, but it will be interesting to see. Speedworks. Ingram confirmed again. From what I can tell, it looks like it's going to be the Avensis again that they're running. I can't realistically see anything else. I would have thought if there was anything else being developed, I'm sure they would have sung and danced about that. So, independent title again, maybe 2018. I wouldn't put it past them. They're a strong package, very strong package. The Audis, I'm not a massive lover of them Audis. They never seem to really go that well personally, but be interesting to see now. Obviously, the MGs in the same team, how they compare against them. But yeah, Handy Motorsport or HMS now. Going to be a massive year for those guys with the Alfa Romeo. Although it's nice to see a new car in the field, I'm not massively keen on how it looks myself. It doesn't look quite as beefy as some of the cars in the field, but certainly going to be interesting to see how that goes. Parramatta Racing, so they're all sewn up now driver wise. Will they do any better than last year? Remains to be seen. I don't personally think it's going to be a front running car myself personally, not yet at least. And maybe needs another year or so development. I don't know, maybe. The Shredded Wheat team, we're led to believe it's back down to a 2-car team. The TBL that they loaned from wherever they loaned it from, I can never remember these things. I understand that's gone back or gone to another team. So I do believe it's 2 cars this year. Interestingly, it looks as though Matt Jackson is going to use Rory Butcher's 2017 car for this year, and Tom Chilton is going to be in Martin Depper's car, which means they've got a spare car, which will be Matt Jackson's old car, if you can keep up with that. Again, this is just taken off the register and what's been listed. These may not be the final things, but they're fairly accurate so far. Stuart Lines, Team Parker. Nothing's been really heard about them. I mean, if they do stick around, will they stick around with the same cars? I mean, them focuses are getting on a bit. One of the older cars in the field. No real news out of that yet. Team Hard making massive news over the winter. They've expanded now to a 4-car operation. Michael Caine, Jake Hill stays on. Mike Bushell coming up, yeah, the 2017, sorry, Clio champion. I was trying to think when he won it last time as well, but he's a double Clio champion. He's making the step up again back to BTCC. Certainly, possibly unfinished business for Mike, and he's got the equipment there to do it. That CC has been a front-running car, and I think with the development, and that they've got some big developments by all accounts on the way. We're led to believe maybe it's a shorter wheelbase, possibly. I don't know about that, but we'll wait and see. The VW Cup champion, Bobby Thompson, also taking one of those seats. It's an exciting lineup, exciting lineup. There's a lot of resources, a lot of time and effort going into that team. So don't be surprised if they sneak a win or two this year. And then Norlin, we touched on Norlin already. They're running the Civics this year. Like I say, they're running Shedden's old car, and if the register's correct, they're running the car that Matt Simpson kindly bent out of shape in pre-season last year. It was reshelled. Just note that. But yeah, so there's a few bits and pieces to fall into place, but I think we're pretty much there. There's a couple of big names still to fall into place. Notably, Jason Plato. Is he going to be in it this season? If he is he going to turn up and race? Sorry about that. Yes, he's going to race. Obviously, Matt Neal, his partner for 2018. Is it going to be? He's going to be somebody that is a race winner. That's what they're alluding to. They're saying that they want somebody who's quite capable of putting race wins together and getting points. From what I read, they are very much looking for somebody who can help them regain the team's title. Something that's obviously very big on their list. Obviously, the new Type R. What's that? How is that going to manifest itself, and how is that going to perform? Rumours are it's behind. The project itself is behind. Maybe why we've not even seen it yet. But very interesting. But anyway, as we get closer to the season, I might do one of these again, and we'll kind of confirm all the rumours and dispel the ones that have obviously fell by the wayside or been plucked out of somebody's imagination. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this, guys. And by all means, discuss in the comments below. Cheers, guys.